Please be careful not to touch the plants here.
Okay, let's turn this around. Let's make sure we're streaming. 1 minute. Let's see if this is working. Hello, hello? Testing? Testing? Okay, just a little bit further. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da.
Please be careful not to touch the plants here.
Testing, testing. Okay, I just want to make sure it's doing alright. Okay, okay. Alright, I don't think anyone watches this, but let's go ahead and give an introduction. We are going to be doing the Sumeru, what is it, Chapter 3, Act 3 quest. But before I do that, I want to see what the desert looks like on my map. I didn't get that teleporter. Okay, let's go here. Real quick, before I start the quest, because it'll probably take me a while. Also, my Wi-Fi and my power might cut off because there's a hurricane here, so we will see how that pans out. Oh my gosh, it looks so much better on PC. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that looks so cool. Sorry, let me just, that was cool too. Where are those? Oh, mushrooms. Oh my gosh, they're hanging out on the ruin guard. That's adorable. Okay, we're not gonna touch them. We're gonna leave them alone. Ooh, that looks so cool too. Oh, I said I was gonna touch you, I promise. Goodbye. Oh. Okay, I think that's good for now. Ooh. You're gonna die, aren't you? Oh, okay. That wasn't that bad. Alright, okay. Let's go back, let's go back. Probably by the time I get there, my Wi-Fi will cut out and the stream will be over. So. Oh. I just killed her. Sorry.
This should be Sataria's favorite fortune-telling spot. So should we ask the fortune teller about Sataria? No, I already have enough information on Sataria. The most important thing now is for you to pay attention to the vendor's talking style and key characteristics. Talking style and key characteristics?
My poor lost lambs. Have you become troubled over your fates?
Why is it a child?
The divine voice of wisdom often echoes between mine ears. If thou be blessed today by the gods, I may be able to show you the way.
Huh? Really? Nahida, you've been whispering things to her?
Shh. My friend here has some doubts regarding his future. Can we get a fortune reading for him?
Of course, of course. In that case... It would seem that Harut and Marut are quite wary of you. Perhaps, at some time in the past, you have somehow offended the gods.
Well, you fought the Electro Archon.
Only mocking the god of Animo, questioning the Lord of Geo's financial savviness, and brawling with the god of Electro. Do those count?
Oh, nothing. Go on, pick an aspect for her to divine.
Well, I think you're immortal, so let's do this one.
Love prospects? No problem at all. The gods have spoken. The truth shall be revealed. One who is fated to cross your path will appear on... Huh? So many people will fall for you. How could that be?
It's either's harem.
Harut, Marut, did you two spoil my divination? I've never read a fortune so absurd.
Aww.
Actually, Paimon thinks this is probably the most accurate fortune-telling you've ever done.
Oh my gosh.
I admit that the orientation of today's celestial matrix is, suboptimal. As such, there will be no charge.
Is that so? Well, that can't be helped.
If you were to bring some food offerings for Harut and Marut on your next visit, perhaps they could help you reverse the wheels of fate.
Oh my god, please, can I?
I've never seen Harut and Marut be so wary of anyone.
Sorry, picture time. They're just too cute. Okay, that's good.
Is this another one of Sataria's favorite stalls? Yep. It belongs to a king. His father helped Sataria a lot when she first moved to Sumeru City, so she still comes by whenever she has time. When I start talking with him, listen carefully to the details of our conversation.
Ah, dear customers. Would you like to look at some pottery?
We caught wind of your great craftsmanship, so we specifically came to take a look.
Oh, I recognize you. Aren't you Miss Catherine from the Adventurers Guild? Sounds like I'm in for some big business.
Speaking of, where did you learn this trade?
I suppose you could say it all started with my dad. He's a mason by trade, but I picked up an interest in clay while apprenticing for him. After that, I began making pottery by myself in secret. And I simply changed trades when my works turned out well. Although it's a pity that I'm no longer making much use of the knowledge provided to me by the Akasha.
That's nice. You're making a living doing something you love.
So is your father still working as a mason?
Oh no, not anymore. A few years back, he fell from a roof and broke his leg. Since he had already saved enough Mora over all these years, he's
Port
just
Ormos.
enjoying the retired life in Port Ormos nowadays.
I see. We wish him peace and happiness in his retirement. I'll have someone in charge of logistics at the guild come by another day for some goods. We'll leave you to it. Take care now.
No problem. Rest easy. All our goods are sure to meet your every need.
He sounds familiar, but I don't know why.
That was my first time talking with Miss Catherine. I'm sure I sounded a bit nervous.
I don't know. Let me listen again.
That was my first time talking with Miss Catherine. I'm sure I sounded a bit nervous.
No idea.
This should be our final stop. Sitaria's always thinking of this restaurant when she's working at the academia, so she always comes by whenever she's out in the city.
Nahida, you've really thought of everything.
It's my duty to protect Sumeru's citizens, after all.
Hi there. I feel like I've seen you down by the docks before.
Huh? Sorry, I don't quite remember.
If I recall, you were having a discussion with someone about shipbuilding at the time.
Ah, that's right. I've always been really interested in feats of marine engineering. After all, I grew up in Liyue Harbor and spent my entire childhood staring at the ships going in and out of the port. I came to Sumeru to study, but failed to make it into the academia due to my lack of talent. But I'm still discussing all kinds of problems with different scholars, and I'm continuing to study and perform research from the restaurant's basement. I'm sure I'll get into the academia after their next round of exams.
What an admirable spirit for learning. Amazing.
Sure, but you'll find hardworking people wherever you go.
So this restaurant has a basement as well? Huh. First I've heard of it.
That's right. It's not usually open to patrons. Most of the time, employees use it for breaks or to hold private events.
I see. Guess that makes sense. But
Thank you so much. As long as I can make it into the academia as an official student, I'll be happy. I must have met her somewhere. Why can't I remember?
So, was that everybody?
Mm-hmm. 3 familiar faces should be enough for Sitaria.
What's the point of all the information we've collected? Nahida, you still haven't told us how you're planning to make Sitaria face her problems.
Sitaria is already used to avoiding her problems, so we must find a way to break through her usual sensibilities. I remember that you mentioned that the Eremites in Port Ormos are all making a fuss about the upcoming resurrection of the Scarlet King. Although it's all just a boatload of nonsense, the fate of her homeland may turn out to be Sitaria's soft spot.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. You want to take advantage of the guilt Sitaria feels about her homeland. Although she knows she should return home to help the people of the desert, all she's done is conspire with the sages. So how do we set that up?
Well, the Scarlet King is long gone, and Sitaria is also too smart to fall for any simple tricks. If we simply engaged her under the guise of the Scarlet King's believers, she would definitely be wary of us, and we may not get anywhere. But if we were to borrow some of her close acquaintances to talk with her, her reaction would probably be very different.
So, you mean you're going to possess those people we just talked to?
Yep. Possess them through the Akasha. Imply that they've already converted to the faith of the Scarlet King. and then convey our made-up will of the Scarlet King. As long as everything goes smoothly, we'll get through to Sataria for sure. She'll never guess that we had anything to do with it.
So that's how you're going to use all the info we collected on these people. It's so that you won't slip up and break form. Possessing them will only work if you can manage to pass off as them.
Exactly. So, best of luck with impersonating them.
Huh? Best of luck? But we don't know how to possess anyone.
We've been possessed before. Inazuma.
That's no problem at all. I'll just share all their senses with you once I've possessed them. As long as you're also wearing an Akasha terminal, the effect will basically be as if you've possessed them yourself.
Huh. That is pretty convenient. But why does he have to do this? Can't you do it yourself?
Although I've been observing humans for a while, I've never been good at imitating them.
You're not wrong. It's always been painfully obvious whenever you try to pass as Catherine.
If it was at all possible, I would have preferred to leave these people alone. But seeing how things are now, I probably should just accept it and push on.
Yeah, don't beat yourself up over it. We're only doing this to help everyone, and we'll only be borrowing them for a little while anyway.
Yeah, not like unending samsara.
Alright, then let's give it a go tomorrow afternoon.
Okay, let's change the time. Need to wait a little bit. There you go.
Oh, here she comes. Satari's here.
Let's quietly follow her. Once she starts talking to her acquaintances, we'll find a safe spot to begin possessing them. As for how we'll sway her to our side, I'll leave that to you. I trust you'll know what to say.
Paimon's starting to feel kinda nervous. Okay, let's go. Looks like they've already started talking. Let's find a hiding spot and get started.
That's right. You really can't force anything when it comes to love. And besides, everyone around me has a very different background and outlook. Are you still listening to me, Nabia?
Oh, of course I'm listening. You were talking about troubles with your love life, right? I heard everything you said.
Okay then. You just seemed a little distracted for a moment there.
Oh no.
Strange. Your cats seem pretty worked up. Is something wrong? I always thought they were quiet, happy kitties. Oh, what are their names again? Ah, that's right. They are just little darlings, aren't they? Harut and Marut.
So, which fortune do you want me to read for you today? You must have come for another echo of the divine voice of wisdom.
I'd like to get another reading on my love prospects, but to be perfectly honest with you, I feel like I've been a real mess recently.
A mess?
Well, could you do a reading on how long it'll take me to finish my current project at work? I really just want to get it over with.
I hear you. No problem at all. The gods will reveal the truth.
Oh my god. Oh, I feel like that fits her. Oh,
Sorry, your new laugh is just so hilarious.
very,
I couldn't help it.
you know who energy, if my friends are watching this.
Oh, please pay no mind to those kinds of details. The gods are asking. Sitaria, why haven't you gone home?
Oh.
Why haven't I gone home? Do the gods really know everything I've been thinking about?
Sitaria, why don't you just go home? It's a demand now instead of a question. The gods seem to be truly upset.
I'm sorry. I know I failed the gods. Please pass on my most sincere apologies and ask for their divine forgiveness. And if I may ask, Nabia, is there a specific god who's speaking to you right now?
What an inconsiderate and naive question. The god who is speaking to me is, of course, the wisest and mightiest of all.